Hello everyone, my name is Luke, aka Mr. Rage, and welcome back to another one of my videos, I guess, because I don't know if I'd really call this a discussion video. This is in the same format as a discussion video, but this is actually going to be a bit of a personal video. So for those of you who are not interested in this type of content from me, you guys are it's fully fine with me. You guys can exit out the video if you'd like, but for those who would actually like to stay and listen to me ramble for a couple of minutes about what I've been going through in life, stay tuned. So yeah, and for those who my viewers, my subscribers, all my most important people on this channel, thank you guys so much for tuning into another video from yours truly. It really means a lot to me. You guys are very important to me, very special. You guys are the reason why I have made it on YouTube, at least somewhat. You guys have given me the career that I have been dreaming of, because although I don't have over 8,000 subscribers yet, I'm not extremely popular yet, I am someone who is very thankful for what they have, because I know that although something may not be that big, it's still something good. Whether it's a big thing or a small thing, if something is good in life, then I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to recognize it as being something good. So even though I don't have like a shit ton of subscribers or popularity, I still appreciate what I have, because what I do have, although it is small, is good. I only have 940 subscribers, but you know what, so what? Because I still have people on this channel who care for me, people who find me entertaining, etc., etc. So I'm thankful no matter what. I'm always going to be thankful for the small things I get in my life. For the bigger things I get, I'll be even more grateful, but for the small things that I get in my life, they're still good. I'm not going to complain about that, because I don't complain about things that are good that happen to me, even if they're small little things or big things. So that's all I'm trying to say. I'm not one of those ungrateful pieces of shit that you see on YouTube nowadays. I'm not just trying to go crazy over popularity or recognition. Like, I'm a very humble person, so yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into the topic of today's video. So why am I suffering? Why am I going through pain? Well, usually I don't get very personal in videos like this, but the reason why I have been struggling for a while is because my life is just really kind of a mess at the moment. For example, like the relationship with my parents has gotten kind of toxic. They're not abusive or anything like that, but we just do not see eye to eye, and things are becoming a lot more tension-filled around the house. A lot more fights are happening more often, a lot more disagreements are happening more often, and those disagreements are what is leading to the more intense arguments, and I just really don't want it anymore. You see, the thing about my father specifically is my father is a bit of a narcissistic control freak. Lack of a better words, he's an asshole, pretty much. And he's very controlling. Like, my dad is a very controlling type of person. Even though I'm 18 years old now, this is still his house, still his rules. He pays rent here, so that's just what he told me. So I am forced to obey his freaky ass rules, or else I will either get kicked out or more drama will happen. And I don't like drama. I have ADHD as well, so drama just really affects me in a really negative way, so I don't like drama. So what I'm saying is I am essentially stuck here. Now, the one thing I want to say for you guys is, in life, we are only limited by ourselves and the situations that we can either change for the better or for the worse, because it is circumstances in life that limit us. That's what limits us in life. It is our personal circumstances in our personal lives. And we can change those circumstances. We can change the situation. We can change this problem for either the better with a solution, or we can change it for the worse by making that problem an even bigger one. So for you guys, my advice to you is, if you have a problem in life, don't try and make it worser. Don't try and make that problem an even bigger one by adding more little problems to it. Because when you add little problems to an already big problem, that's kind of what makes it a bigger problem, and that makes the situation worse, and that will then limit your options even more. Because that's what problems do. Problems limit you in life. They limit your options. They limit pretty much everything. So yeah, my advice to you, don't do what I have done. Because what I have done is, me being the more aggressive type of person, I made my problem worse, and that is why there is more tension between me and my parents. Because, you know, I can't help it. Like, I trash talk, I shit talk, you know, that I'm a mouthy motherfucker. That's just the way I am. So I made the problem worse. But for you guys, don't make whatever problem you are dealing with in life worser. The way I see it, when you have small little problems in life, you don't gotta pay too much attention to these smaller problems, because smaller problems usually don't have as bad of an effect on us as bigger problems. So the way I see it, smaller problems, although they also need to be fixed, you don't gotta worry too much about those. But when it comes to bigger problems in life, the bigger problems that are actually having a serious negative effect on your life, your well-being, your job, your relationships, and everything else in your life, these are the bigger problems that you should hyper focus on. Don't just focus, hyper focus. I'm not sure if only us ADHD folk can do that, but essentially what hyper focus means is that you just want to put a lot of focus on fixing those bigger problems. Because, as I said, bigger problems are going to have a more negative effect on your life. So when you have bigger problems in life, these are the problems that you should focus on fixing. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, but a majority of problems in life, whether big or small, never come without solutions. And the truth is, we are the solution. Us, ourselves, we are the solution. We are the ones who find the solution. We are the ones who figure it out. We are the ones who are strong enough to deal with the problems that these problems cause for us. You know, we're strong enough to deal with them. We're strong enough to deal with the hardship, and we're capable enough to find the solution to stop that problem, to end that problem, to make life better after we deal with that problem. And when we have more problems, we just do it again. Being strong in life is something that is essential, because no matter how many problems we all fix in life, no matter how many solutions we find to these problems, there's always going to be more problems. Life itself is going to just be one big problem sometimes, which is why it is always important to be strong enough to suffer when life makes you suffer, to go through pain when life puts you through pain, to go through hardship and be able to endure that hardship. And the reason why we endure this hardship is because we live to see what else life gives to us. And the thing is, I've said this before as well, but life is not all about pain and problems. Although I might have just made it sound like that, there are other aspects of life that you will want to live for. There are other aspects of life that you will want to fight for to see. There's a reason why I always tell people not to give up. And the reason why I don't believe in giving up is because there is so much more to life than just what meets our eyes at the current moment. Because when we're going through painful moments in life, it's easy to start blinding ourselves to what can be a better future for everyone. Everyone who goes through problems just like you do, because obviously everyone goes through their own moments of suffering and pain in life. It's important to keep going, because there's always a good chance that you may experience the second aspect of life, which is happiness. Because life is pretty much two sides of the same coin. There's one side that's happiness. There's one side that's pain and suffering. So that's the reason why I always try and encourage people to never give up, to always keep trying, to never doubt yourself, to never start thinking negatively. Because the more negatively you think, the more negatively you're going to feel about everything. And when people start thinking so negatively, they almost become blinded, and they lose their logical thinking. Because if you think logically, then you always know that life can change. Life has the potential of changing. You have the capability of changing life for the better by finding those solutions for those problems in life and making life better by solving those problems with those solutions, as well as doing whatever you must to not only accomplish your goals in life, but to also get the most out of life. Because a lot of people are ungrateful in life. A lot of people are asking for more than what they can have right now. Because even the bigger things in life we can have. I don't believe that there's ever a moment in life where something is out of our reach. Instead of thinking that something is out of our reach, instead, think to reach further. Don't think that something's out of your reach, because it's not the truth. There is a lot of things that are in our reach, and there's plenty of things that are in our reach. Everything is in our reach, okay? Like, I'm not trying to sound like I have like a big ego here and stuff like that, but I do believe that every single person can accomplish even the most challenging goal. Like no matter how challenging it is, no matter how hard it will be, no matter how much you will have to do, everything in life is reachable. But it's also important to use your head. Your head needs to be perfectly screwed onto your shoulders. What I'm saying is, don't be an idiot. like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, don't be an idiot. Which is why I'm also saying don't think negatively. Because when you think negatively, it will impact your critical thinking. You're not going to be able to use your brain if you're just thinking to yourself, man, this sucks. This sucks. I'm so worried about this. This problem is so bad. How am I going to fix it? Don't think, how are you going to fix it? Instead, stop thinking about something like that and actually think of solutions to fix it, instead of thinking, how am I going to fix it? Exactly. How are you going to fix it? Don't ask yourself that question. Stop thinking negatively and actually use your brain, because your brain is the best tool that everyone has. But not everyone knows how to use it. So use your brain, use your critical thinking. It's not a skill. It's not a skill to be a critical thinker. It's something that everyone has by default. It's like a default setting that we all have, because if you've got a brain, then you can think. It's what our brains are for. It's why our brains are such powerful tools, because we think, we strategize, we analyze the situations, and after we analyze those situations, we think to ourselves, okay, we know what the problem is here. We know how this works. We know how that works. Now let's start thinking of how we can fix these problems. Use your brain. That's how you will get by in life. You don't just get by in life by just mindlessly doing things and by mindlessly working a 9-to-5 job, or just by doing other shit that doesn't even require you to think. Everything in life we do, you must think about. Everything. Even the smallest things in life requires us to think critically. Even like what we say to people, like everything we do in life, you got to use your brain. Everything. So stop thinking so negatively. All right? Just don't think so negatively. Now, as I was saying before about problems in life can be solved. Problems in life have solutions. But there are other times in life where sometimes there isn't a solution. Maybe your loved one passed away, which is one of the worstest pains you could ever feel in life, like literally the worst. Maybe your partner broke up with you, you're heartbroken. Or maybe they cheated on you, you feel betrayed and heartbroken. Maybe you was working at a job you loved and you was actually making good money as well, and then you just get fired. Instead of finding a solution for these problems, there is no solution, because nothing you do will fix these problems. In this case, all we can do in these situations in life is to just keep going, but allow yourself to feel those emotions. It's okay to feel sadness. It's okay to feel sad when bad things happen in life. It's okay to feel anger when bad people hurt us. It's okay to feel our emotions. We're not machines. We're human beings, okay? So obviously, I'm not telling people to just become nonchalant and just ignore their emotions. It's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to allow yourself to grieve, because as a matter of fact, if you try and bury your emotions and try and ignore them by pretending they don't even exist, and by fighting yourself to not feel those emotions, then it's actually just going to make them even worser. And you're actually hurting your own self and your own well-being by not allowing yourself to feel those emotions. People who don't allow themselves to feel emotions are actually quite I would actually call it a form of self-abuse, actually, because not allowing yourself to feel emotions is just going to make you feel so much worse in the long run. And obviously, that's going to be a lot of mental pain. It's like a mental form of pain. It's like mentally abusing yourself. And obviously, if you are in great mental pain, then that could even put you in physical pain. I mean, I know for one that things like depression, anxiety can have a really bad effect on your stomach. I think it's called stomach churning or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, allow yourself to feel those emotions, whether it is pain or if it's anger. But similar to how much you eat, you must allow yourself to feel those emotions in moderation. If you are going to feel those emotions for a very, very long time, and if it's starting to actually impact everything in your life, then that's when you should probably try and get some help. And that's perfectly fine too. Talking to people you care for, maybe talking to a therapist, maybe going out more, maybe trying to do things that you enjoy in life, maybe trying to focus on the more positive things in life that you still have going for you and the positive things that you still have in your own personal life. All those things can help you deal with those emotions, because one of the reasons why people try and bury their emotions is because they are afraid to feel that pain. They're afraid to allow themselves to truly feel in that moment, because a lot of emotions are painful, and that is completely understandable. You're not a bad person for feeling that way. I completely understand where you're coming from. So allow yourself to feel those emotions. Don't be afraid, because like I said before, life is not going to stay like this forever. And that's why you can't allow yourself to feel those emotions forever, because the more you feel those painful emotions, the more worse it's going to make you feel in the long run. And when you feel like that, you're not going to be in a healthy mindset to actually get back to work. And your work in life is, I don't mean like going to actual work. I mean your work in life is working on your life. That's what I mean by going back to work. You work on yourself. You work on your life. You work on the things that need to be worked for so you can have a better life. So that's why those emotions, it's okay to feel them, but don't feel them for years. Don't be like those people who feel sad for like 10 or 12 years after their husbands died or something, like those widows or something like that. Like, talk to people, go out more, talk to people who care, talk to people who can not only listen to your words, but could also understand your words so they can offer you some insight onto yourself, as well as maybe some tips to make you feel better. That's what a therapist is for. Talk to a therapist, talk to a friend, talk to people. That's the way I would see it. But yeah, like I said, it's okay to feel those emotions, but it's also important to move on. It's also like, it's important to don't get caught up in your own self, because if you do that, then you're not going to be able to actually move on. You're not going to be able to keep going. You're just going to be stuck there in that little black hole of all those emotions that you will keep feeling. One of the worst emotions that I have felt recently was actually hatred. And I will say this from personal recent experience, but hatefulness will poison you. It is like actually being poisoned. It may not make you feel sick, but the way it makes you feel is like you feel poisoned. You feel like there's something inside you that is both icky, sticky, and just downright venomous. You'll start thinking more hateful. You'll want to be more hateful. You'll start being bitter. Being hateful is something that I have been feeling a lot recently. So my solution for this problem now, when it comes to hatefulness, whoever is making you feel this hate, whoever is making you feel all that hatred, my solution that has worked well for me is to not spend a lot of time around that person. Because the more time you spend around that person, the more those hateful emotions and hateful thoughts are going to increase. So the way I see it, try and spend less time around those people. If it was like an ex, who broke up with you or cheated on you, it's okay to feel a little bit of hatred for that, because obviously if you don't feel any hatred, then you're not gonna know who's hurting you or not. Hatred is a perfectly fine emotion, but don't get obsessed with it. So, like, if you had a partner who cheated on you or broke up with you, Spend time around better people. Spend time around people who bring out love in you, who bring out care in you, because they have those feelings for you. When people have those kind of feelings for you, you're going to have those same feelings for them, which is why I always tell people also to spread more kindness, because when you spread kindness to other people, it makes them want to spread kindness back, because the way you make them feel, it will make them want to make others feel the same way, which is why hatred spreads, but as well as kindness. So spend time around people who make you feel that way. Spend time around people who make you feel good, people who make you feel better. Those people will probably limit or downright eliminate that hate that you are feeling within. So that's my solution for that problem. But yeah, like I said, man, like there's things in life that we deal with where there isn't a lot of solutions. Sometimes in life, all we can do is just allow ourselves to feel, but we must move on at a certain time. So yeah, that would be my solution for that. You know, you got to move on. You got to keep moving forward. And also, another thing I want to say is, although I just said to allow yourself to feel your emotions, our emotions can also blind us. Our emotions can also make us think in a way that is both unrealistic and unlogically. So there's actually a way to feel both your emotions, but to also still think logically. And the way I do that is I talk to myself. It's almost like I'm comforting myself. I turn off the lights, I sit in my bed, or I sit right here on this chair, and I just go in my mind. I close my eyes, I lay back sometimes, and I do this thing where I put my hands in like this. I just go like this, and I just talk to myself. I tell myself, okay, this is really shitty right now. We're going through a really shitty thing, and we're going through a lot of pain right now, and we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this because we're gonna get through it. We've dealt with this pain before. We deal with all kinds of pain. We're gonna deal with this. We're not weak, we're strong. We're not stupid, we're smart. We have people who care for us. Because I do have people who care for me, obviously. I tell myself, we're gonna get through this. You know, I allow myself to feel pain. I comfort myself. I allow myself to feel that pain. I allow my emotions to make me feel, you know, depending on which emotion it is. If it's pain, if it's anger, I allow myself to feel those emotions, but I comfort myself. I tell myself that it's okay to feel these emotions, and it's going to be okay in general. It's okay to feel this way because it's all going to be better soon. That's what I tell myself. I tell myself that I am strong enough to deal with these problems. I am capable enough to not only deal with these problems, but I'm capable enough to make these problems end. I'm capable enough to find the solution to make these problems end. I'm capable enough to survive. I'm capable enough to endure. I'm capable enough to fix these problems and to also make life better. I can not only fix my problems, I can make my life better. I can do what I need to. I can do what must be done. I can do what I want to do to get the most out of life, because although this is an old quote, life is what you make it. You know, whatever makes you happy in life, that is what you should do. It is what you should pursue. It is what you should focus on. That should be your life's work. Whatever you want in life, whatever you desire, whatever you want, whatever you think will make you happy, whatever you want in your life, whatever you want your life to be while you are in life, before we all inevitably pass. Because life is short, you know? Like, life is very short once you really think about it. Make life what you want it to be. Life is your show. It is your journey. It's almost like life is a book and you are the writer. Write your story. Write the events that happen in your life. Because you can. You can make life be whatever you want it to be, as long as you are strong enough and capable enough to know how to do it. Because those are the people that will survive. Those are the people who you see happy. Like, the people you see happy in life, especially in today's world, those are those people, you know? That's the people you see. Now, this kind of turned into a motivational video. I don't know how it did. That was kind of a mistake, but if I am such a motivational person, then why am I suffering? Why am I suffering at this very moment? Why am I not trying to find a solution? Well, the reason why I am in this situation, the reason why I am dealing with this problem is because I have not found the solution yet. I say we could find solutions, we can get those solutions, but it will take a minute to find them. Sometimes. Sometimes longer for some people, sometimes shorter. And for me, it's taking a bit longer. And the reason why it is taking longer is because of my mental illness. I have chronic ADHD as well as severe anxiety, which is why I am kind of struggling with finding a solution for my current problem. And my current problem is, I mean, I'm not trying to get all personal, but it's my parents and it's my failed education because my education kind of went to shit. And these are all problems that are going to require this fucking window open up my door. Anyways, the problems that I have require a lot of energy, a lot of time, and my ADHD kind of just fucks all that up because my ADHD makes me low on motivation. It makes me low on energy. I can't focus on shit. Like, that's why my education failed so hard, because I can't focus on anything. Even making these videos sometimes is like really difficult because of my lack of energy. So my problem right now is my ADHD. I'm just going to close this window. Anyways, my problem right now is my ADHD. And the reason why I'm having trouble fixing my ADHD is because of this country's awful healthcare system. Like, finding a psychiatrist in 2024 has been a waking fucking nightmare. So for now, I'm going to be dealing with these problems. I'm going to be dealing with my ADHD for now. But I know that I will eventually fix it. But this is the reason why I've been suffering, though. Like, although I know I'm going to fix these problems, although I'm always going to stay strong, I'm going to stay hopeful, I'm going to have faith in myself and belief in myself, I'm still going to be in pain as I'm dealing with this painful situation in life because, yeah, my ADHD has been a fucking nightmare for me. It has caused me a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, and it has caused me a lot of problems. So my ADHD is like the main culprit in why I am suffering right now, because I can't deal with it at the moment until I find a psychiatrist. So yeah, that is why I am suffering. But for everyone else in life, hopefully you guys have a much better time than I'm having. Hopefully you guys have smaller problems or big problems that have easier solutions, because some problems in life do have easier solutions than others, you know? But even the problems in life that don't have a easy solution, it's still important to find it. Because you see, the thing is, if you give up in life, if you just say to yourself, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm tired, I've gone through too much, I just want to give up. If you give up in life, you're giving up on yourself. And that's the harsh truth. If you give up in life, then you are essentially abandoning and giving up on yourself. And you will only cause even more problems and more pain down the road. So even if a big problem has a hard to find solution, so what? So what? You're capable, I'm capable, everyone is capable, but people can only be as capable as they want to be, because capability is limitless. Everyone could be extremely capable or somewhat capable depending on how capable they actually wish to become. Because no matter how much, like, if you put more dedication, if you put more determination, more time, more effort, more thought process, more critical thinking, and more belief in your own self, then you can be extremely capable. So don't give yourself this mindset that I can't do this. This is too difficult. I'm not going to be able to do it. It's just too hard. No matter how bleak life may get, no matter how hard it may seem, no matter how much pain you're in, no matter how hopeless the situation may become, if we all can just be more capable, and if we can all be more strong, then we can all get by. And the reason why we're strong, we're not just strong to endure, but it's also important to be strong enough to believe in ourselves, because the stronger you are mentally, the more belief you'll have in yourself. And the more belief you have in yourself, the more you will realize that you can do it. It's not about something like, I can do this, or I think I can do it. Like, no, you have to actually realize that you can do it, because you could do it. You could do it. But you have to realize that, because if you don't realize that you can do it, then you're not even going to be able to use your own strength and your own capability and your own hidden potential and capability, because we have the potential to be so much stronger than we realize. Like, barely anyone actually realizes how strong they truly are, which is why we must unlock our true hidden strength, potential, and capability. Because when we unlock those things, we will also find great capability as well as great thinking as well. You know, when we put our hearts into something, that's why we become determined. It's why we never stop. It's why we don't give up. It's why we hold on to hope. Because hope is the desire of wanting something, right? But hope and determination goes a long way together, because being hopeful means to desire something, and being determined means to actually never stop trying to get what you hope for, which is why we hold on to hope. So don't give up. No matter how bad it may seem, don't give up. I'm not giving up. Like, yeah, my ADHD is kicking my ass, but I'm not giving up. You don't see me getting all sad and depressed over it. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep trying to find a solution. I'm going to keep looking for that solution. I'm not going to stop until this problem is dealt with. Because when this problem is dealt with, I know that it'll be a long time before another problem comes in. And hopefully it'll be an easier one to deal with. But if not, so what? I have an undominable will. Like, my will to keep going, to keep fighting, to always keep breathing even when it seems hard to breathe, to keep walking even when it feels like your legs are broken, to keep crawling even when your arms are not working right. I will never give up. I will never stop. I will never quit. And I hope that everyone else can have that same mentality. And I hope that I have given you guys enough motivation to keep going. Like, this video is about me, but I turned into a motivational video because I care about people. You know, I care about spreading my message. I care about trying to share my strength by trying to motivate others to find their own strength. So that's just the way I am. So yeah, anyways, guys, this will wrap up this motivational discussion video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know what I'm going to title this discussion video, but I'll find out. But anyways, if you guys stuck by all the way till the end, 33 minutes in, if you guys are still here at this very moment listening, thank you so very much for hearing me talk about this, hearing me ramble for over 33 minutes. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you all for everything you've done for me on this channel. And yeah, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thankfully, I will also be sharing the official Discord server link today in my community. So stay tuned for that. Join the server if you like. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so very much. Let me know down in the comments what you think. You know, how's your life going? You know, what's been going on with you? If you guys would like to talk personally to me, join my server. My current Discord username is not your everyday goat. So yeah, anyways, take care, y'all. I will see you guys in the next discussion video. So remember, don't give up, spread kindness, not hate, keep going even when you feel like you can't, and yeah, never give up. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next discussion video. Take care, y'all. Peace out.